You know, there's such a perception of women in entertainment. How hard is it in your stratosphere to be a woman?
Yeah, it's not easy.
No, it's not. I actually had an issue about a month ago, strictly because I'm a woman. I'm doing more behind or in front of camera stuff instead of just behind. So I went to training camp for the Redskins in Virginia, and their PR director said something that was very inappropriate to me. He said, I look like a girl.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. I look like a girl who
you
can make
like
anyone.
a player to say that, but the director of PR for a football club?
Yes. So he says, I look like a girl who can make a man do anything I want. Less than 2 hours later, right? So my shock, I was like, my face, and I'm like, you know, on one hand, as a woman in entertainment and sports, you know, certain guys, you're just gonna be boys. So they might say some crazy stuff to you, and you're like, oh yeah, we're just boys, we're homeboys. But then if that's the case, there's mentoring, there's your little sister. Instead, less than 2 hours later, he was taking my credentials for taking a picture with a player. Now, you know, that's advertising, that's publicity. I'm doing an interview, I put it on social media, I say, hey, go check this out. So instead of doing what was protocol, which is if you don't want pictures at your training camp, hey, no pictures, he decided to send me home to D.C. from Richmond, Virginia. So that, you know, there's a certain element that's good in we're all gorgeous and, you know, amazing. So there's a certain pretty girl pass that can exist, but it can also smack you in your ass. And in this case, now I have to go and deal with this organization and the fact that, you know, this was discriminatory because of my sex and because of how I look. And so, you know, for me, that's disappointing as a fan. It's disappointing as a woman going into this business. But I also can't let it go because there's a young woman who's going to go in there that doesn't have my experience, doesn't have another resource, doesn't have another career, and she's going to be shut out of broadcasting in that area because she can't cover the Redskins.